Hello, everybody, and welcome out to Neuroscience Group Field at Fox City Stadium, the home of the Milwaukee Brewers alternate training site. And we're going to be doing occasionally these interviews from time to time. And today we've got Thomas Dillard. And Thomas, welcome back to Appleton after finishing the year here last year.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Excited to be back.
I just wanted to ask you, I know, how's the catching experiment going? You've been getting a lot of time behind the plate here at the alternate training site after only catching a few innings in the season last year.
Yeah, it's going good so far. There's a lot of really good pitchers here, so definitely getting some great experience. Just learning from, David Freitas and Mario Feliciano, just things that they've learned throughout their years catching. And just learning from the pitchers. There's a lot of guys that have some big league time or, are really close to getting there. So just seeing what they like and then being able to catch their stuff is just going to only make me better. So I've really enjoyed it.
What's it like being back behind there?
It's definitely a change of scenery. I've played a lot of infield and outfield over the past few years. But I think it kind of puts me, more in control of the game, which I like being back there. Different aspect of, calling the pitches, so that's pretty cool to get back to doing that. But, yeah, it's just fun to be back there competing again.
I asked Matt Erickson about this the other day, and I heard that you caught Antoine Kelly the other day, and he just kind of came up with a pitch that just kind of blew everybody else away. What's the difference, I guess, between Antoine was here kind of at the end of the last year, and now he's in the training camp with you? What's going on with that?
Yeah, he's I think it's a combination of different things. I think he's maturing a little bit more. He's still a young guy, but Antoine's one of those guys that he's not going to say a lot, but he just goes out there and works hard. So he throws 95, 96, and then has two really good off-speed pitches. So it's definitely a challenge when he's throwing, but now he's got a bright future ahead of him.
What was your highlight in Wisconsin last year as a member of the Timber Rattlers once you got called up?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is just the guys that I met. I made some really good friends. David Fry, I was going to go to the beach with him actually during the summer camp, so we had a trip planned. I keep in contact with a lot of guys, Chad McClanahan, Nick Bennett, some guys like that I keep in contact with almost every day. So, just meeting some guys from, around the country and having some friendships for life is probably something that stuck with me.
When this all started, where were you at? Were you just getting into Phoenix for minor league camp, or were you on your way, or how did you find out that at least spring training wasn't going to be happening?
I was actually there for a little bit over a month. I reported February 2nd, so work on my catching and just get out there and help out with bullpens, that kind of thing. So I was feeling in a good spot during the spring. I'd had some at-bats, got to back up a few big league games. So I'd been there for a little over a month when they told us. And, it was weird because on a Thursday, I think it was a Thursday, they told us not to come to the field at all during the weekend. And then next thing, Friday morning, they texted us and said, hey, we got flights for you all the next day. And we didn't know if that was going to be 3 weeks or if it was going to be 3 months, but it's definitely been on the longer side.
What did you do to kind of stay in shape once you got sent home?
There's a lot of people in Oxford, Mississippi that do play pro ball and a lot of guys that are playing college baseball. So, there's some travel programs that are invested down there. So they have just facilities, different stuff like that. So I got to go there, train with a few pro guys. I was catching guys from the Orioles and the Cubs that I went to high school with or played college ball with. So having some guys there that could help me stay in shape and then, catch some live pitchers and then see some live pitches was really big.
Mississippi, of course, a pretty good college baseball program. It had to have been tough down there to lose an entire college baseball season.
Yeah, that was tough on a lot of people. Oxford, Mississippi is a pretty small town, and without the students there and without the business coming in from different sports things, it's been taking a hit. But hopefully football gives the people something to do this fall.
What's the main thing you want to take away from being up here at this alternate training site?
I think the main takeaway for me is just learning as much as I can. A lot of people my age haven't gotten this opportunity, and it's a blessing for me to be here. But just learning from guys that have been there before. Keon Broxton, Jace Peterson's been a really big guy for me. I talk to him all the time, just about different stuff that you might not know. How to prepare your body or how to take care of yourself, different stuff like that he's just been telling me, and then learning as much as I can from the pitchers because, ultimately my job behind the plate is to make their day easier. So catching, Jake Faria, different guys like that, Perdomo, guys that, are going to be pitching in the big leagues, just learning from them as much as possible.
I know they show the TrackMan up on the video board. Have you taken a peek at any of your stuff while you're hitting, or are you just concentrating on putting the bat on the ball?
I'd like to look up there a little bit. Me and Ed Lucas will joke around, and I'll try to make a goal for the day. But yeah, I try to hit the ball a little bit hard.
All right, that sounds great, Thomas. It's nice to have you here for this kind of weird baseball season, and hope you enjoy your time and learn a lot. And we'll talk again, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me.
All right, that'll do it for this little chat with Thomas Dillard from the Alternate Training Site.